Live on Stream It Sports and PSD Channel 10, it's Poudre School District High School Basketball. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil, your local fuel company. By University of Colorado Health, we improve lives from healthcare to health. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase. Live on Stream It Sports and PSD
High School
Channel
tonight,
10.
girls high school basketball.
It's
Getting in here a little late tonight, and we're going to start with our national anthem and be right back. Now we're back here after the United States anthem has been played. Kind of a quick jump in. David Haase along tonight with Phil Mildren producing and Sean Corbett's on camera. Tonight the Fort Collins Lambkins hosting the Gateway Lady Olympians. First game of the season for the Lambkins and the second game for the Olympians. Lambkins lost a game to Rampart. Getting our starters out there for both teams now. We're a little quicker on the, didn't get the first starter out, but Sammy Fitz, number 11 for the Lambkins. Grace Sluss, returning player for Coach Tregoning, head coach of the Lambkins. Number 15, Delcy Johnson, sophomore.
Number 22 for Gateway. Number 23, Maya Swanson.
Maya Swanson, number 23 for the Lambkins.
Number 33 for Gateway. Number 30, Devin Hunt.
And number 30, Devin Hunt, the final starter out for the Lambkins. Got to talk to Coach Tammy Statewright for the Olympians before the game started, talking about her twins. She's got the enviable position to have twin sisters on a starting lineup. Both of them have a chance to go and play at the next level, she said. They're having schools that are talking to her, but that's going to be Ashley Ramey, number 2, and Carmen Ramey, number 22. Other starters out we know, there's number 12 is Michaela Jones. Number 33 is Kiajane Jackson. And Ngadu Abdullahi, I believe, will be her 5th starter. But as always, when we have athletes coming in and out of the game, we'll try to get those to you. So early season basketball, non-conference basketball here. The perennial tough Fort Collins Lambkins in the Front Range League has been a tough league to be a part of. Many champions have come from this conference and gone down completely, done well at the state level. Trying to get all those starters correct out there also for you for the Olympians. At number 33 is Jackson. 22 is Carmen Ramey. His sister Ashley Ramey is number 2. And Kiara Littlejohn, number 4, the final starter. We're here and ready to tip it off. Lambkins control the tip quickly back over to the side. And a quick bucket underneath. Lambkins up 2-0 on a hard press, and I know for an inexperienced team that the Olympians have, their first game against Rampart was a tough one. Rampart, a very tough program down there. Ball knocked out, back in again now for the Olympians, trying to break the press, go to the middle. Best way to go to that zone press, outside in. Kayla Jones gets it across court. Carmen and Ashley Ramey running a lot of the show tonight for the Olympians. Lambkins starting off in the zone. Down in the middle, inside though, ball lost on the floor, rolls out, and it's going to go back to the Lambkins. Good penetration try. Early season basketball, every athlete, boys and girls both, it's starting to knock that rust off and get to play someone in a different color jersey. Nice lead pass down court from Jackson. Quickly over to Johnson, puts it up, ball off block though. Nice job by the Olympians. Rebound. Back down court, pushing the pace. So Ashley Ramey playing point guard. Lambkins aren't going to try to come out. They're going to force them to do some shooting from the outside eventually here. Lambkins got a tall team too on the court. Delcy Johnson, inside post player, along with number 14, Grace Slusser. A lot of experience. That time Slusser with the pickoff, hits down court to Jackson. Swanson, excuse me, an easy layup to Maya Jackson. Swanson goes out though, rebounded back by the Olympians, looks down court. Ball up off the back of the rim. Foul called. 2 shots coming for number 33 for the Olympians. Jackson at the line. You're listening to Stream It Sports and Channel 10 TV, PSD TV here in Fort Collins. I'd like to thank again our sponsors for the season as Jackson knocks down her first one. Pedersen Toyota, First Bank, UC Health, and Schrader Oil. And our banner sponsor again this year for basketball is Rocky Mountain Youth Sports. So 1-for-2 trip for Jackson. Rebound out for the Lambkins, pushing to Swanson, pushes the pace. Coach Dragani and Swanson's got one of those point guards you like to have in the girls' game where she just flies up and down the court. Really makes the other team have to play honest and get back on defense. Devin Hunt, number 30, the only senior in the starting group for the Lambkins. Swanson middle, lays up a little one-hander. Maya Swanson, the sophomore, knocks down the bucket. 4-1 now, Collins. Sammy Fitz, the junior, a little aggressive on the try. And I'll tell you, the Ramey twins, both of them, you can see why Coach Statewright was mentioning them as going on and having chances to play. Very explosive athletes here in the early going. A quiet gym, a tough one to travel for if you're during the week as a student athlete. Coach Statewright talked about her girls were on their laptops and doing all kinds of work here at home. Steal by Ramey, put back up, rebounded though. Ramey with 3. Left-hander soft, but off the front of the rim, rebounded out by the Lambkins. Down court, stolen by the other Ramey sister. Gonna make sure we get these girls back and forth, but very active. Ashley Ramey on the steal that time. Great effort on the court right now by both of these teams. It's that early burst of energy you get as an athlete during a contest, then you kind of settle down, the adrenaline goes away, and you get into your normal mode. You always see this about midway through a first quarter of high school games. Johnson almost with a steal on the trap. Down court. Long three-pointers up and off. Rebounded though underneath. Olympians are doing a great job around the board, but they're not getting the finish. That time, Ashley Ramey, though, benefit of a nice assist and hits the little runner down the side. 4-3 now, Lambkins lead. .502 left here in the first quarter. 4-3 Lambkins leading at home. First game of the year for them. Nice pass over to Hunt. It's going to be a foul on the ground. Jackson coming across on help defense and didn't give up the easy one to Devin Hunt. Substitution, Glorianne Tripp, senior is in. for Sammy Fitz. Pass underneath. Sliss gets the up pass nowhere near short. Rebounded back and this time fouled on her attempt. Just the length right now for the Lambkins. Tough to handle for the Olympians. There's just a tall, long athletes on the floor, and if you can move, that's such a recipe for a dominating team inside. Grace Sluss, the sophomore, at the line. Directions coming from the bench. It's a family affair for the Olympians. Tammy Statewright, the head coach, assistant coach is her husband, Ricky Statewright. Talk to them before the game, what a commitment they have to Gateway High School, and they both coach, and 3 kids at home. Nice press break this time by the Olympians going down court. Ramey goes up, draws the foul from Hunt. Nice job initiating contact by going into the ball, with the ball, towards the rim, and gets herself to the line. First foul on Hunt. First one is up and good. Second one for Ashley Ramey now. Could tie up the game, and does. 4:40 here left in the first quarter, all tied at 5 at Fort Collins High School. Now man-to-man defense switched up by the Olympians. Good look underneath, nice pass to Sluss, quickly up off the air. And the great thing that Grace Sluss did that time was catching it and not pausing. She put the ball right up in the air without having to dribble. Results in a nice score. Devin Hunt goes up, blocks the layup, lost out of bounds off the Olympian player. Just a nice job of holding her position, not trying to slide and get that blocking foul. Devin Hunt, if you're a Lambkin fan, you will know that older brother played here for the Lambkins a few years ago. Good postman. Steal from Ramey. Well, you're getting double teamed when you got the. You could tell these girls have played together since kids because they came right in there. One was behind, the other picked the pocket from the backside, caused the turnover. And I think Coach Statewright said it best. She goes, they know what they're doing together before they're going to do it. That's just an experience you can only have from being on the court for a while. Probably just battling each other in a driveway. Nice ball movement around the corner. Ramey hits the 3. Deep in the corner that time, number 22 for the Olympians, Carmen Rainey, drops the ball in and gives the lead for the first time tonight to Gateway. Just a lob pass underneath, nice play. And a great entry pass from Delcy Johnson to Devin Hunt gets the foul called against number 32. Imani Wallace is in the game now, senior for the Olympians. Hunt will be at the line shooting 2, but basically they moved everyone away up top, brought the defense out with him, and Hunt had one-on-one and just a nice lob pass over the top. First one is up and good, second to follow. Second one is short, so we're still tied at 8. Rebound by the Olympians, pushing the pace again. Jones back out top now to Ramey. Back down the corner. Carmen Ramey quickly inside. Tries to hit a cutting Michaela Jones, and a little too hot to handle. Out of bounds now to the Lambkins. Substitution into the game for the first time now for the Lambkins is number 42, Carson Maitland. Nice job press break though. Ramey just showing her speed and closing. Comes out there, picks off the pass. Nice little underneath pass, hits her teammate. Good penetration in the dish. Bucket put in by Wallace, number 32. 10-8 now, the Olympians lead. Nice job now by Swanson. Maya Swanson just pulls the ball back out. Starts the offense. what point guard should do. That extension of that coach on the floor. Kind of a high weave, dribble weave now, looking to cut. Gateway doing a nice job of switching at the top of the key. Ball's gonna be out of bounds. Last touch by the Lambkins. 2:43 left here in the first. Gateway to inbounds the ball, leading 10-8. 3-on-2 now on the press break. And a nice left-handed layup. Number 12 scores for Gateway. Michaela Jones. Right now, the Olympians are just a little too quick. They get in the open court. They run right by the Lambkins. Shot underneath. Rebound again by the Lambkins. Number 42, she puts it right back up. Carson Maitland's going to be rewarded for the aggressive offensive boards that time and goes to the line for two. Once again, you're tuning in to PSD TV Channel 10. Watching us live online on Stream of Sports. Thanks again to Phil Mildren here producing tonight, and owner, director, and El Presidente. Sean Corbett's on camera. We were a little late getting into our broadcast tonight. We had an equipment issue, and it was solved, and glad to be here. Early season basketball, non-conference game at Fort Collins High School. A 2-for-2 trip that time to the line for the Lambkins. Cuts the lead down to 2 for the Olympians. Lambkins switch out of that zone and now go to the man. Three-pointer is blocked. Rebound underneath by Maitland. Kicked over to Sluss, pushing the pace down the left side. Nobody picked her up, but blocked in the lane by Ramey. Rebound, though, by the Lambkins. Lambkins right now just own the boards. They're the ones that get position and reach up. And just to say reach, number 14, Grace Sluss, does reach in. The sophomore called on the aggressive foul. And it's just a tough place to make a foul. That's one of those things early season you'll see, players doing those things that they won't do later in the year. It's like, okay, there really wasn't a reason to be aggressive that far away from the basket. Nice dribble drive penetration. The ball, though, off. Good position underneath by Delcy Johnson. Gets the rebound in, is fouled. That'll be the 5th team foul now on the Olympians. Both teams with 5 fouls here in the first quarter. Early going. Nice night here in Fort Collins High School. Thanks for tuning in on PSD TV or Channel 10. We will have a full slate of high school games here for the Poudre School District athletes, boys and girls both. A lot of excellent teams visiting up here, too, for both boys and girls, metro area teams and local teams. Press break this time now taken down for the Lambkins by number 33. Emily Williams is in the game, the sophomore. Ball kicked back out, picked up by Ramey, though, goes in hard. So right now the Olympians doing just a great job of attacking the rim, and they've been rewarded at the line. Ramey again going up for shooting 2, Carmen Ramey. First one's up and good. Nice stroke. 13-10 now is the lead. On the floor for the Lambkins right now, Maitland, Carson Maitland, Delcy Johnson, Grace Sluss, Glorianne Tripp, and number 33 is Emily Williams. Steal, though, on the inbounds play, kicked away, picked it back up by the Lambkins. Still trying to just get that ball away and move down court. Maitland looking across, sees teammate down under the bucket, and a great job of just taking it straight up and going in for the bucket. Glorianne Tripp knocks it down, cuts the Olympians' lead in half to 2. Right at a minute to play here in the first quarter at Fort Collins High School. Carmen Ramey pulls the ball well out, trying to look to drive and score. Dribble stop, though. Long rebound goes over the top, picked up by sister Ashley Ramey into this key, partially blocked. And it's going to be out on the Olympians. Ball to the Lambkins. Number 24 now in for the Lambkins, Isabel Lane, a freshman. Kind of slow playing herself up the middle. Nice job at not going into that corner right where the Olympians wanted to trap her. Entry pass goes in the lane, shots up hard off the back of the rim, but a nice job of staying with the play as Emily Williams, and she puts it back her miss and gets the 2, and we're all knotted up here with 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. 14 all. Olympians look to do a lot of breaking down the defenders off the dribble drive, trying to spread that defense out, then penetrate and kick. Ashley Ramey on point, takes the ball up over the top. Long shot as the time runs out. It's off the back of the rim. So tied up at 14 here. Very good first quarter for both teams here at Fort Collins High School. You can kind of see that rust kind of going off that, but we'll be right back after these messages.
And Apple Pay, I can easily buy stuff using my phone. Thanks to my driverless car, I can't figure out how to change this song.
Apple Pay, now at First Bank.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes.
Welcome back here to the start of the second quarter at Fort Collins High School. All tied up at 14. Lambkins inbound. Delcy Johnson with the 3. Rolls up and rebound by Maitland underneath. Puts it back up with a strong offensive rebound. And right now I think the Lambkins are probably getting close to double figures in the offensive board. So what a great way to keep yourself in a game. Maitland back at the line for 2. On the court to start this second quarter for the Lambkins, number 3, Gloria Ann Trippi Maitland, 42. Delcy Johnson, 15. Number 24, Isabel Lane. And number 33 is Emily Williams. Carmen and Ashley Ramey, 2 and 22. Both out for the Olympians. Number 33, Johnny Jackson. We'll pass a little long there. Number 12, also Michaela Jones. And number 32, Amani Jackson. Excuse me, Amani Wallace, number 32. Kind of had to be a travel call somewhere along the way. They got connected, and I kind of wondered what the referee was going to call, but the Lambkins player was just trying to get away from a pretty good pressure defense and just slipped a pivot foot. Lambkins leading here at the first couple of buckets of the second quarter. Ashley Ramey that time pressure defense, kind of lost the ball a bit, tried to bounce it back off of her defender before she fell out of bounds, but had already stepped on the line. Substitutions in for the game now. Abdullahi was in, number 30. She's back out. Substitution in is number 4 is Kiara Littlejohn. Nice dribble drive pass down underneath to Maitland, up with a strong hook. Just off, rebounded by Carson Ramey. Well, I don't know how many times this year we will see better ball handlers than Carson and Ashley Ramey on the court. Very explosive athletes. Lane going around, picked away though, quickly taken by Ashley Ramey down to Carmen. Into the pass, nice job into the paint, bucket easily made. Gateway's doing just a better job right now of getting to the lane, getting the ball that underneath, and capitalizing on their quickness. 16 all here with 6:20 left in this first half. Delsey Johnson on the drive, goes up off the glass, draws the foul. Number 33 Jackson is going to be whistled for her second. That's 17 fouls now, so we're in the single bonus the rest of the half for the Lambkins. Johnson at the line for 2. First one off the front. Talking about that fatigue there. That ball just didn't have any steam on it. When you see an athlete at the free throw line and the ball's short, as my partner Randy McCoy, who's gone on assignment tonight, would generally say, it's you got to bend your knees. Second one's up and rolls off the heel of the rim. Rebounded by Carmen Ramey. Ball tipped out of bounds, picked up by the Lambkins. Nice job on the defensive end that time. Gloriana Tripp picks it up. Ball to loose again. Because kind of looking at it, if Carmen and actually Ramey are in the neighborhood, you better be aware of your ball handling. That's several steals tonight. Substitution now, Devin Hunt back into the game for Delsey Johnson. Williams out front now. Man defense again by the Olympians. Nice job on the steal. Lane recovers it though. Just a ball hawking defense is really, Coach Statewright's got the Olympians playing hard on defense tonight. Guess if you're going to make that drive all the way up from Aurora, you're going to not leave it on the bus, are you? Lambkins extending the defense out. Williams on Ramey. Goes by. Kicks it off to sister Carmen. Puts it back up in the air on the far side. Doesn't roll in. Maitland, nice job on the rebound again. Carson Maitland tonight is got the vote for chairman of the boards. I think she's probably approaching that 7-8 rebound number already. Three-pointer up short. 22 Ramey, Carmen Ramey had the rebound and it was knocked away on foul though called. Substitution now in for the Lambkins. Maya Swanson back in for Isabel Lane. And I just wonder if the substitution, I think with Coach Jagoning, has always been one to be able to play a lot of his athletes on that bench. So already had 9 kids play tonight, whereas Coach Statewright doesn't have that deep a bench, and finally just took out Ashley Ramey. Whether that physicality and the up and down the court will take its toll on the Olympians as we go along. Still tied at 16 though. Lambkins try to push the pace. The ball a little long and tough to handle. Goes out of bounds. Back over to Olympians. And it's one of those analogies you say, whose style is going to win the game? Who's going to force somebody else to play their style? Because right now the Olympians have got the pace pushed to their level, and the Lambkins, when they're more defined in how they like to break their press, we've seen Coach Dragoning's teams over the years up here, and they play just a very disciplined game. Every player and every part working together. And right now they're trying to imitate the Olympians, and it's kind of stalled them on the offensive end. Nice job of dribble drive that time. They're back to their padded in, kick it out. Maitland is short. But Maya Swanson did take it down and had the nice kick in pass to the post player. Still man defense now for the Lambkins. Long three-pointers up just a little bit over the top of the rim. Rebounded on the floor, picked up by Carmen Ramey. Off her teammate front of the rim. Rebound kicked back out by Williams. Down to Swanson, who's pushing the pace again. Nice bounce pass off over to the teammate Trippy, but it doesn't fall. Good defense. And a good timeout, I think, by the Olympians here just to give those players a breath. We'll be right back.
Thanks to First Bank and Apple Pay, I can easily buy stuff using my phone. Thanks to my driverless car, I can't figure out how to change this song.
Apple Pay, now at First Bank.
Wait.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Matt, and I am UC Health. I've got 2 boys and I've got a girl, and I think they see me as someone who, fixes broken hearts mainly and gets people back out there. My daughter, who's 9 months, she'll understand someday that I try to help people, and I think they take pride in that.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
We're back here now. Timeout taken by the Olympians, and a good one, I think. The pace and a little bit smaller bench for Coach Statewright over there. Want to make sure her players have a chance to take the blow, and you can get it. Number 3, Capers in the game now, the sophomore, along with Carmen Ashley. Number 22. Number 4, Little John. 12 is Jones, and then along with 32, Wallace. 3-pointer long in the corner. Rebound underneath by Maitland, though. Once again, right place, right time. Picks up the 3-point attempt from Hunt, puts it back in. Lead back now to the Lambkins. Swanson, Williams, Maitland, Hunt, and Tripp on the court now for the Lambkins. Ramey deep in the corner again. Hit one from there earlier. Long rebound on the backside taken by Hunt. Williams 3-pointer up short. Taken underneath. Maitland once again in just a good position. Fouled from behind. That can be number the 3rd foul. If it's on 32 again for the Olympians, Wallace is going to pick up her 3rd, and it is. Maitland back at the line. Delcy Johnson back in the game, number 15 for the Lambkins. 3:07 left here in the first half, 18-16. Chance to add to it now. Free throws up and good. 19-16 now, the lead for the Lambkins. Pace of play kind of got to both teams here early in this second quarter. Trying to make plays when maybe they weren't there. Ramey, nice dribble drive, goes in the middle and is going to be going to the line for 2. It is really difficult to stay in front of Carmen and Ashley Ramey. That's 2 athletes that can break it down off the dribble. Just a great looking free throw shot from Carmen Ramey. That's a easy to see why their success has been there. Just lays it up over the top, nice and soft. Doesn't have a lot of pastry on that. No shenanigans to start their free throw. No flipping around like this. 2 dribbles, sets it down and makes it. Down court, nice job. Maitland takes the dribble in, picked up by Johnson, gets her own rebound. But Carson Maitland made that play by drawing the defense to her and kicking it off to her cutting teammate, which is what Fort Collins does so well when they're playing their best basketball. Long rebound taken by Hunt, kicked out over to Johnson before she hits the floor. Swanson again looks across the lane. Gateway's just going to have to do a better job of anticipating those cross passes. Foul's going to be called on Carson Maitland. But time and time again, you're seeing how Fort Collins will penetrate and then just do a cross the lane pass. Somebody's got to do a little help defense. That backside defense has got to be there to start anticipating that, or those layups will continue. 21-18 now. Lambkins do lead, but the Olympians at the line. Abdullahi, number 30, makes her first. Bonus coming. 9 fouls on the Lambkins, 8 on the Olympians. Both are still in the single bonus. High school basketball, 10 or more fouls. It's a 2-shot foul every time. Second one's a little long, rebounded by Tripp. Entry pass a little low, tough for Hunt to handle. Nice job, pick the ball up, gets it over the top. And she's going to get the three-point try. Just a little undercut. Foul's going to be called on number 30, Abdullahi, for the Olympians. Always like to talk to both coaches. We get to know our local players on these teams, and Hunt completes a three-point play. But Coach Statewright did make the point of saying Abdullahi, and Gado Abdullahi, excellent student athlete. So she might have had some pictures taken of her on the way up here, falling asleep on her laptop. So if you're a Gateway fan, you might be able to find that on social media somewhere, I'm guessing. Tough play to handle that one. Johnson trying to cut to the rim. Swanson tries to hit her, but not enough time to catch it and put it back up in the air for the layup. Out of bounds, back over to the Olympians. 5-point lead now for the Lambkins. Minute 43 to play in the half. 24-19. Long throw across the middle. Devin Hunt tips it away. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be kicked out. Johnson, inadvertent kick's going to stay down at this end with the Olympians. Maitland guarding the inbounds pass, taken in the corner. Carmen Ashley, just a little cross dribble, goes in the middle, lays in the soft one-hander. Carmen Ramey is going to have a lot of games this season with double figures. She's just too explosive. I don't think you could. You want to just try to keep the ball from her. If she's got the ball, you're going to have a hard time stopping her. A little bit more this quarter where Carmen and Ashley Ramey don't really have the ball in their hands all the time. They're starting to play off the teammates, let them make those moves. Inbound pass tipped away. That little push foul out there, a little aggressive on the defense. Glorianne Tripp's going to be called. Go to the line now. Number 4, Kiara Littlejohn, the senior. And have resisted so far this half, but that front of those jerseys, and they call them the Lady Olies. OLYS, short for Olympians. I'm sure that's a little bit too much space to fill up on a jersey, but Olies is just that abbreviation we're not used to here. What a tough playing team tonight, trailing by 2 here with a minute left in the first half. Rebound by Johnson, kicked off to Swanson, pushes the pace up. Gateway, though, looks for you to cross the court, immediately traps. Nice little one-on-one back and forth. Timing was just off. Ashley Ramey on the rebound, putback doesn't go. Back down court again. Swanson tries the hook pass over to Tripp. She's fouled as she puts it up. I think the one thing tonight that we'll see as these teams evolve as the season goes along, those point guards taking and running the ball up court. That explosiveness is great, but also once in a while you start getting an outlet pass. You get another teammate up the side. You can pass the ball faster, you can dribble it, and get yourself to the bucket a little quicker. Tripp's first free throw's off the back. 37 seconds here left in the first half for Fort Collins High School. I'd like to thank again our banner sponsor, Rocky Mountain Youth Sports. Maitland once again on the rebound, a little strong on the top, picked up though by Ashley Ramey, quickly down court. Littlejohn from the deep side nails the three-pointer. 25 seconds left here in the half, and the lead taken back again by Gateway. Now Gateway doing a little bit better job knowing that when Swanson penetrates, she's going to try to kick that ball off to a teammate, and they just basically fell off of her. Ball knocked out of bounds. Quick substitution back into the game now for the Lambkins. Number 33 is Emily Williams for Glorianne Tripp. Inbound play now. Johnson looks for teammate. A little off on the timing down court. Out of bounds after the struggle for the ball.
I almost thought we were going to get a foul called. 18 seconds left. That was
I didn't know how the official was going to take it. Inbound though. Player slips on the floor, goes to the ground. No travel called. Delcy Johnson trying to come back up court with 10 seconds, plenty of time. Devin Hunt entry pass to Maitland. The right-hander is up off the glass, no good. And with 2.2 seconds left, Maitland gets another rebound, tries to put it up, and is fouled. And when I talk about that depth and the foul count starting to mount up on some of these players, that's the third foul on number 12, Michaela Jones. Coach Statewright's going to have to tell our girls, you're going to have to start watching your foul count, otherwise this is not going to be a game finished by 2 or 3 players. Carson Maitland at the line for 2. First one's up just off the front. Chance here to tie it before half. Second one's off though. Delcy Johnson cuts around the defender, grabs the offensive rebound, puts it right back, steals away a bucket right at the half as it buzzer sounds. 26-25 Lambkins. We'll be back after these halftime messages.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
I like easy. That's why I got this self-driving car. And why I signed up for the First Bank Anywhere account. It warns me if there's ever trouble. And with 24-hour customer support, I can get help right away. Sorry. No. Go on!
Easy should be easy. The new Anywhere account, only at First Bank.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
I'm Gina, and I am UC Health. I've had some difficult things to face throughout my career, and part of that was dealing with the cancer journey of both of my parents, and I was diagnosed with cancer myself. There's so much that I can bring to my patients because I do understand, and I think that helps me to be a better cancer doctor.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Welcome back to Fort Collins High School. Nearing the end of our half. After 2 quarters, the Lambkins have a 1-point lead over the visiting Gateway Olympians. And a game that very frantic pace back and forth. I'm joined by Phil Mildren here at halftime. We're just kind of talking about the pace of this game. Gateway having 7 athletes on that bench in a foul count that's kind of getting up there, don't they, Phil?
Yeah, well, and that was the first thing that I was, as the game was progressing, first thing that I was noticing is you had Gateway hustling almost on every single play. And when you were talking about, like, well, what's the difference between these two teams? Obvious height and length that you have for the Lambkins, and you're seeing that in them breaking up passes. You're seeing that under the basket, getting second attempts, and you're not getting a lot of second attempts for Gateway because they're getting the offense and the defensive rebounds.
Yeah, the putback game is big for the Lambkins and not so much for Gateway. The Gateway kids up and down the court, and I just noticing halfway, we talked so much. I did so much about Carmen and Ashley Ramey, the twins that Coach Statewright mentioned, and they are as good as billed. But that's 2 girls that almost have to start picking their spot their energy levels. Otherwise, it's just going to be a fatigue thing in the fourth quarter.
Well, and you, as you're saying, you could see that change going from the first quarter to the second. The first, they were on everything. I mean, it was almost like a full press. The problem is they don't have a deep bench to be able to keep running in people to keep up that pace, and you start seeing where there's an open person dribbling down the court, and they're not able to keep up because
they can't. They have to pick their spots whether they like it or not. And Coach Draganing, in his normal fashion, he's played 9 different players and still has 2 more that haven't had a jersey pulled off yet. So that is such a difference, and you're going to let another team just run themselves into the ground almost. Second half here about to start, and inbounding will be the Lambkins. Sammy Fitz, number 11. Number 23 is Maya Swanson. Devin Hunt, number 30. Delcy Johnson, 15. And 14, Grace Sluss. But right away, ball taken inbounds by the Lambkins, and a steal by Carmen Ramey, and quickly over to her sister, Ashley Ramey, for the behind-the-back move, the kick, the assist, and the off-the-glass layup. I think they've done that before.
Yeah, and you don't just see the speed, you're seeing anticipation.
Yep. Swanson jumper on the baseline, a little long, picked up by Ramey quickly down the far side. Long shots off, rebounded by Johnson. Nice job by Swanson. Look down court, see Sluss going through. Running one-hander, a little strong. We'll see if Gateway tries not to push the pace as strong as they had that first half and try to pick their spots and set out there. Ashley Ramey now doing that point guard and pull it back out. Just trying a little defensive recognition too. Lambkins back on their 3-2. Get an athlete like Delcy Johnson, 15. He's got that great wingspan, but moves up and down, and is just that's tough to cross over. Gateway doesn't have to be in a hurry, though. They lead by 1 point, so they can sit there if they want and make the Lambkins come out of their zone.
Well, it makes you wonder if State Right during that break in the half said, hey, when we've got a moment to take a breather, one of our strengths is going to be press, and it's going to be that break. But when we don't have the break, we don't have to run around like mad women trying to score.
Trying to make a play on every play, and everything is full out, and every athlete in competitions knows there's times you got to pick your spots. Other times that if you can let a teammate make that cover, everybody's got to be putting that effort together, but it just doesn't pay off. Foul called on the drive that time called on Kiara Littlejohn, number 4, her first. Sluss at the line. First one was good, tied it up. Lambkins now back in the lead. 2-for-2 trip for Grace Sluss. Lambkins trying to press. Quickly though, broken both Ramey twins. Cross-court pass, a little high to handle. It was a great entry pass coming across there, and just Jackson, number 33, knew she had 2 points, and I think she's anticipating it. Early season basketball, though, everybody knows what that's like. It's going to take a while. Full court pressure and full court effort against a team that's not your own. Different jerseys, different athletes. 6:06 left here in the third quarter. 28-27, Lambkins back in front. Now 1-2-1-1, or the diamond press, full court press put on. Cross court back to the middle. Good job just taking the ball middle. Ashley Ramey over her sister. Down the corner, Littlejohn, 3-pointers up strong. Backside rebound. That's one thing tonight that noticed that nice job by the Lambkins having that backside rebound. Most long shots go long on the rebound. And good movement against the press. A couple of passes instead of dribbling, as I talked about in the first half.
Yep.
Hits Devin Hunt. She takes the 2 dribbles in for the layup. 3-point lead now for the Lambkins. Layup off. Strong rebound, though, by Johnson. Puts up forward to Sluss. She goes in. Spin move. And a nice left hand by Grace Sluss. Spinner in the lane. Takes it off the glass. 5-point lead quickly now. 2 buckets in a row. Rainey turns around, finds there's nobody on her. Sets her feet, knocks down the three. I think that's the second or third one of the night for Carmen Ramey, excuse me. 4:55 left here in the third quarter. 32-30 Lambkins. You're watching PSD TV, Channel 10. Live online and later online on Stream It Sports. David Haase along with Phil Mildren here in the second half. Sean Corbett's our cameraman. Shot short, blocked a little bit that time by Ramey. Put back up there once again under the bucket. Delcy Johnson.
Great hustle under the basket.
Yep.
There was nobody standing. She just went to that open space.
And pressure that time by Swanson and Johnson. Forces the turnover. Lambkins going to get the ball back underneath. Sammy Fitz, number 11, to throw it in. Play run there, Biddle's wide open. Oh, just a second's hesitation, and Devin Hunt walked across the lane all by herself. Three-pointer off, though, rebounded by Fitz. Kick back inbounds. That time a little behind the bucket. She's too wide open and had that moment. And when a guard gets down there where she knows there's taller players, like, I got to get this shot off, and just kind of rushed it.
They're coming.
Yep. Trapped this time. Ball kicked away. A little too aggressive that time. That's the things you do when you make up for not making the play you just lost the handle on. And that time, and actually, Ramey kind of forced the pass, had it kicked out of bounds, just saved back, and she tried to stop the easy bucket to cause a foul. Her second foul. 2 team fouls in the early going here in the third quarter for the Olympians.
And the Lambkins giving the Olympians a little bit of taste of their own medicine there with that pressure.
Exactly. Nice pass underneath. Hunt takes it straight up, and a lot of contact that time by Hunt and Ramey, but no call. But the lesson there is that Carmen Ramey went straight up, both hands straight up. Hunt kind of jumped towards her. That's the narrative we're going to go with. Inbounds now stolen away. Picked back up, though, by Ramey, cross midcourt. And a little out of control there. Had her teammates spotted up behind the arc and trying to set up for the three-point shot. She had Jackson, number 33, but she wasn't actually 30. That was Abdullahi, and threw it in front of her like she's going to cut to the rim. There's nobody there, but she was spotted up for the three. You know, the fast break three is such a part of the game now, and not communicating, just early season things.
And I don't know Abdullahi's stats, but I saw a whole lot of space between that three and the rim, and I have a feeling there may be a coach saying, let's take a few steps towards that rim. Yeah, you've got a better pass angle on that.
Yeah,
that was a
classic,
pretty...
Yep. The classic 2-on-1 drill, fill the space given up by the defender, but chose to stay outside, and that caused the turnover. But the Lambkins on their end, a quick little give back and forth, and Delcy Johnson, as we see once again.
And they're just kind of sitting
part of
at
that fatigue too, as I talked about before. There's not a lot of back and forth. Those guards don't have much to substitute. It's the 4s and 5s, the power players for the Olympians that are being substituted. Devin Hunt left alone, 18-footers up, a little strong. Rebound goes to the floor. Didn't hear the call, but looks like it's going to stay down. This end actually will be given to the Olympians. But we talked about that before. I think that's almost that's two players that got to the other end and stopped. And that pace when you don't have the substitution, that's a nice fake and a give, goes straight on in. And Carmen Ramey tonight has shown the full skill set, the long shot, the penetration, the dish. It's going to make some college coach pretty happy. Baseline shot by the Lambkins up and long. But the little things keep plaguing the Olympians there. Gateway had the rebound between the two of them, and it was kind of, I got it, you take it. And just rolls off a foot and out of bounds.
And even the reaction at the end on that, I'm tired.
Yeah, exactly right. Inbound, low post pass down to Hunt. Ball, though, she didn't catch it, brought it down. And boy, if you're a post player and you bring that ball down to your waist, you know you're going to get a lot of action. So jump called back to the Lambkins. They had the arrow. Inbound pass pass into Sluss, turn around. Nice post move, strong move back into the paint and off the glass, and the chance for the three-pointer.
Absolutely. She took that time, squared up.
Yep.
Had an open look, uncontested, took what she got.
And there's the patience of making your move compared to what we've talked about with Gateway right now. Just a little bit of fatigue starting to show and rushing things a little bit. You've got plenty of time. It's a 6-point game. Sluss is the 2+1, makes 3. So a 7-point biggest lead of the game for the Lambkins. 2:46 left here in the third quarter. And just a pressure defense on the corner that time. Far side official comes down, saw that Ramey had stepped out of bounds, so it's going to be ball over to the Lambkins. And as you said, Phil, that the pressure kind of coming back. And, when teams struggle a little tired, you try to make them make the mistakes. And right now, the Olympians have started to do that. What was a competitive game a few minutes ago, they're looking to go down by double figures in about one more trip. Johnson well along top, looking for underneath for Maitland. Carson Maitland, who just checked in, along with number 33 for the Lambkins, is Emily Williams. Ball knocked out by the Olympians. Williams will inbound for the Lambkins. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Carson Maitland again, inbounds pass, puts shot up, doesn't go, gets her own rebounds, fouled. Thanks to Pedersen Toyota, First Bank, UC Health, Schrader Oil, and our banner sponsor this year, Rocky Mountain Youth Sports. That time of year when those club sports are starting to pay off for these kids as they get on the court, but they're still younger kids still playing all kinds of club sports all winter long and getting ready to get up here on the show, get up to the big leagues of varsity athletics.
Yeah, and I know that they were looking for volunteers and coaches and people to be involved. Do you know if they're still looking for involvement from the community in what they're doing?
And if you want to come up and help a young athlete learn the game, talk to Darcy and the rest of the folks at Rocky Mountain Youth Sports. Just a great way to do it. One free throw was knocked down by Maitland. The second one was off, rebounded by Gateway. Pushing the play up court. Foul's going to be called on Maya Swanson, her second. First team foul of the half by the Lambkins. 5 team fouls so far for Gateway. Lambkins back into their zone. Deep three-pointer again. Carmen Ramey showing incredible range here tonight. The left-hander, another 3. Her scoring total tonight's kept the Olympians in it. Shot underneath, taken, rebounded by Maitland. Ball though on the floor and lost back to the Gateway team. Is we'll just see if they can make another little run here, Phil, because with minute 57 left in the third, the way I thought a minute ago, with a 7-point lead and playing sound basketball, I think the Lambkins had a chance to kind of put some distance. But the three-pointer by Ramey.
Exactly the type of play that brings a little energy back, a little spark back into the team.
Exactly. Little John on the Annie overshot that time. Picked up on the backside, though, by Ashley Ramey. Put up in the class. Draws the Olympians within 3. So often tonight, Gateway has taken off after rebound and taken off to dribble, and they're following basically the lead of Carmen and Ashley Ramey. And you can't have every player basically doing that. The skill set's hard to duplicate because those two are very explosive ball handlers. But your head's down, you're not looking up court.
Well, and you start to tell the Lambkins where you're going.
Yeah.
When you do the same thing and you repeat that, those girls, they're going to pick up on that.
Yeah, a lot of loose balls, and by the time the ball gets just past middle of the court there, Fort Collins had great success in knocking it loose. First three-pointer attempt tonight by Carmen Ramey to miss. The minute 2 left here in the third quarter. The Olympians trail the Lambkins by 3. You're watching PSD TV Channel 10. Stream It Sports, live and online. Free and easy, as we like to say it. Watch your Poudre School District athletes all year long this winter. Boys and girls basketball. Lots of games to bring to you. That's a great pass going through that time. Williams is going to be hit. Just a good cutting pass from Swanson over to Williams as she went through the zone. Substitution now for Gateway. Capers, number 3. Back in the game, going to give Michaela Jones a little bit of time. Nice little quick inbounds play, though. Ball tipped away. Nice job at the rim defense for the Olympians. Ashley Ramey out front, sizing up that defensive set. Lambkins back in their 3-2 zone, making that penetration just tough.
And you can see an adjustment on the defense there for the Lambkins. Earlier, Gateway they were able to get those drives in. You're seeing that defense collapse in, clog those lanes.
Yep.
And Gateway's not getting the penetration that they were in the first half.
Not there to get by somebody. Pressure defense out front. Carmen Ramey takes it away, but ball's going to go back out of bounds. She hits the floor pretty hard. Lambkins will keep possession of it. Emily Williams inbounding now to Swanson. Tripp, Maitland, and Sluss on the floor for the Lambkins as we end the third quarter. So after 3 quarters here at Fort Collins High School, the Lambkins lead the Gateway Olympians 40-37. We'll be back after these messages.
Who wants more peas?
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads. Who wants
Go
more?
away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Show selfie. No. Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Send picture.
Bookmark.
No.
Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
Faster. Go faster.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Matt, and I am UC Health. I've got 2 boys, and I've got a girl, and I think they see me as someone who, fixes broken hearts mainly and gets people back out there. My daughter, who's 9 months, she'll understand someday that I try to help people, and I think they take pride in that.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Welcome back now to start of the fourth quarter. 40-37, the Lambkins lead in an early season non-conference game visiting Gateway Olympians. Lambkins starting out with number 33 Williams, 14 Sluss, 3 Tripp, 42 Maitland, and 23 Swanson here in the fourth quarter. Carmen and Ashley Ramey, 22 and 2 on the court. Littlejohn, number 4. Also number 3, Capers. Post player number 3, Jackson, 33 Jackson. Just kind of staying in that defensive little collapsing zone. I almost want to say it's like a sliding man-to-man, but as you made that point before, Phil, that everybody's about got a 1 foot in the paint and making it so tough for that slashing type of style that Gateway tries to play. They've only had 1 player. I mean, Carmen Ramey has been excellent from the outside tonight, 3 for 4 from three-point land, but nobody else has hit anything beyond the arc or even close to it. So I think I would play the paint as we're not going to give up the layups.
And you have to commend the Fort Collins for making those adjustments as they're seeing.
It's not Coach Dragoni's first rodeo.
It is
we're pretty
not.
sure of that.
That is for sure.
Second shot at the line now for Tripp. And the bonus, that one's short. The rebound by Maitland once again. Carson Maitland strong on the boards, tipped over to teammate. Long rebound taken though by Ashley Ramey. Good look, sees the teammate down low though. A little too close, catches the backboard, rebounded by Sluss. Oh, that's just a great job.
That's beautiful.
By Swanson, turns around, finds a teammate underneath, a little curl move. Kicks it underneath. Carmen Ramey took off on the split the defenders there, and Swanson didn't quite have that gap. You can't kind of leave that knee hanging out there, and you're going to get that blocking call, and she did.
She might have just having a mental replay in her mind of that
What just
drive in
happened?
and
Yeah.
that pass, and then
Yeah,
the
right.
underneath.
Yeah.
And it's like,
well, and that's such a great
shoot,
point.
foul.
I'm playing both sides of the ball because I just did something really good, and then just that momentary mental lapse on a player that, like Ramey, you don't get a rest on. 6-point lead now for the Lambkins now. Foul's going to be called down on the baseline. That was the third foul, though, called on the point guard, Swanson, for the Lambkins. Second foul now on Tripp. Lambkins still well below the bonus shots here for the free throw line. That's one of the ways, if you think you're Gateway, you'd like to go to the basket as much as you can, draw fouls. Backup three-pointer taking that one just off the rim. Picked up, though, by Gateway. Nice rebound. Another three-pointer's back up. This time it's good. Just what a great extended jump shot time. Carmen Ramey again keeping her teammates in the game. Tried the penetration pass steal, but you can't throw that pass through arms. And then another drive to the other end by Ashley Ramey. Puts it up. We're back to a one-point game. 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Swanson hurt down here on the far end zone. She's not even making the trip. It's 4-on-5. Referee hasn't seen it yet. Now they're going to be a stop of play. Swanson on the last play, I think she kind of took a knee to the knee, and anybody who's ever played any sport knows that that's a pain that just pinches you down. As we see her, good to see her kind of jogging back gingerly behind the bench. Trainers over to see her. Obviously a competitor, but Lambkins head down court so fast, Phil, they didn't know they didn't have her. Trainer just says, I'm going to put you down right where you stay, and that's it. So back into the game quickly. Little breakaway down court. Little John's got a chance for the lead. Layup no good. Rebound by Sluss. Once again, a little bit of a hurry. No reason to be in that big a hurry.
And she did have a trailer, not too far behind, but it's hard when you see that open basket not to.
Oh yeah. Well, credit to obviously Carmen Ramey and her shooting, but boy, the effort tonight.
The
has
hustle
been
on
here
that.
for Gateway.
Yeah.
They've closed this lead down twice, and when the Lambkins looked like they were going to extend it out, back down to 1 point, and at the line now for at the Lambkins is Sammy Fitz. Rolls around and falls back in. The shooter's touch, the hometown roll, whatever you want to call it. That one got to the edge and then looked back down and fell in.
Well, none of this that you're seeing right now, both the foul and the miss on the other side, would not have happened without the hustle and the effort on the defense there.
So long rebound out. Ramey lets that goes out now, and that's just a good senior decision there. Let's let that ball roll out. Williams is going to be substituted out now for Delcy Johnson back in the game. On the court for the Lambkins here in the stretch run. Fitz, Johnson, Hunt, Maitland, and Sluss. About as tall as you could be right now if you're on the court for Coach Dragani. Both Ashley and Carmen Ramey. Little John's out there along with number 30, Abdullahi. And Jackson, number 33. 5:24 left here. 2-point game. Long three-pointer just off, rebounded by Hunt. Couple of passes quickly up court. Little out of control, long bounce pass goes underneath, and a nice job from the bench that time. Timeout taken as possession was with the Lambkins. They got a timeout. We'll take out one too.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So we're back here now, live at Fort Collins High School. 44-42, very entertaining early season game, non-conference game. Gateway Olympians coming up from Aurora, taking on the Poudre School District Fort Collins Lambkins. David Haase along with Phil Mildren. Sean Corbett's on camera.
Yeah, and this was a game going into it. We weren't really sure what we were going to get, and it has not been short on entertainment, as you said.
Exactly. Well, now we just got a quick little bust out, picked up by Carmen Ramey over sister Ashley Ramey, and it's a tie game. And you can tell by our crowd mic, the JV team who's still here from Gateway cheering on their teammates. Sluss, though, answers with a three-pointer. Lambkins back in front. That gets the fans on the far side up and yelling, too. Clutch three-point shot knocked down. I think that might be just the first one of the night for the Lambkins, too.
Well, you can tell that there's a lot of parents here, because otherwise if it was students, we'd hear the chant, "We can't hear you."
Yeah, that'd be a lot going back and forth. That's the indoor season we're going to get ready for, isn't it? Still that zone, that collapsing zone defense. Little John three-pointer up, a little long, rebound underneath by Ramey, turns around. You can't leave her unattended.
And that was a great step towards the basket.
Step away,
created
step back.
some space there and moved back. And there, Sluss once again.
Back down by herself.
She's been playing defense.
And if you watch both the post players now for Gateway, having a tough time making up and down the court. Slush is able to step right, get the separation. 2 3-pointers in a row. 4-point lead with 3:40 left here in the game for the Lambkins. Ramey deep in the corner again, the lefty. Her 5th three-pointer of the night, on fire from outside. Carmen Ramey putting on a deep ball clinic. Brings the Olympians back within 1. Sluss, will she answer? Yes! Grace Sluss back down, 3 3-pointers in a row. Right now, both these teams starting to hone in on that basket from downtown.
Let's just call this first quarter over again.
Exactly. 53-49. 3 minutes left here to play in the game. Penetration kick away. Stolen by Delcy Johnson. It's got 3-on-1 underneath. Tipped away, though. Can't throw it through the arms of one of the Rameys. Too quick. The runner, the floater's up and good. Back to a 2-point game now.
Good shot selection on that. She knew she had advantage. There were 3 rebounders available there.
That three-pointer was blocked, too. That ball is short, picked up by the Olympians, trailing by 2. Little John, her first three-pointer of the night, didn't go down. And there's a good hustle down court that time, Phil. Jackson, number 33, hustled down, got the rebound. That effort paid off. She got fouled by Delcy Johnson. Not in the bonus yet, but kept the ball for her teammates.
And I think there were at least 3 Lambkins that were in the area there.
Yep.
I don't think they expected to see her jumping in.
Well, and I think that's part of the thing. The fatigue kind of hit them, but now she just made her way down court and cut right through. Great effort. Carmen Ramey up top, step back, three-pointer. This time rolls out, almost falls. Rebound by Maitland. Big night on the boards for Carson Maitland. Lambkins need to get in their set offense, take their time. Good look underneath. A little strong, though. Rebound off the side. That's going to go the other way. Ashley Ramey turned around, post up, and just took a elbow right to the chest.
Yeah, just a little bit too much.
Yep. Go up and not across. Like I said, that's the early season stuff, but
well, and you could see the Lady Lambkins there. They had their setup. They had the play exactly as they wanted.
Yeah,
just a little bit short on the execution.
Didn't finish there. That's that early season. Get all that repetition down. We'll see that be a clockwork play not too long in the future. Lambkins now out in strong defense. Nice job tipped away by Swanson to Hunt. Although she tries to hurry it down court, ball tipped away again. Lambkins need to do a little pump fake and quit throwing through the arms. Ramey that time a little too quick, rushed her three-pointer, rebounded by Swanson. Quickly back down the court, pulls up jumper. Underneath, Sluss the rebound, she's back up and fouled. Tell you one thing tonight, Sluss and Carson both have done a nice job. Carson Maitland and Grace Sluss gotten down and get position. They're running to get position, not waiting to see what's going to happen. They get position for a shot.
Well, and they're giving their teammates a place to pass and that comfort. If they are going to take a shot, they can see there's their teammate in position to be able to get a rebound.
Rebounds. Timeout taken, a short one's going to be taken by the Lambkins. We'll just keep it here. Minute 34, 2-point lead for the Lambkins. Gateway, those battled back again. We had a run there about as good as you're going to see any girls basketball or boys basketball this year, where both teams up and down the court. Grace Sluss, 3 3-pointers in a row for the Lambkins, and a couple of just by Carmen Ramey, who has had her fifth 3-pointer in that little stretch tonight, has kept Gateway in it here in the second half. The foul count, though, favors the Lambkins. 9 fouls for the Olympians. One more, and there'll be the double bonus for Fort Collins. Sluss at the line shooting 2. It's that time of year when you can see how those early season free throws start to fall. Nice shot by Sluss that time, put in. Lead back out to 3. Whole gym gets quiet there. You could just tear the air, all the air went right out of the gym. Second one's up and rolls off the side. Rebound by Carmen Ramey.
That was, that's like a stadium and the quarterback
exactly
telling everybody to be quiet.
Kick down the pass on the dribble drive. Little John knocks down the 19-footer, but she had 1 foot on the line, so just a 2-pointer. 1-point lead for the Lambkins. Now this is a job now. Coach Dragani's got Swanson, pulls it back outside. Run a cut play. Devin Hunt comes down the middle. Blocked. A little too deliberate that time. Hunt did the post curl, cut toward the lane. Nice feed in pass, had it, but then the athleticism of Carmen Ramey came across and just swatted it out. So another timeout taken now by Fort Collins. We will have a break up here too and be right back.
The first glance feature shows account information with just a making it easy to keep track of my balance. And I like keeping track of things.
Check your balance with just a swipe on the First Bank mobile app.
We are back here at Fort Collins High School, home of the Lambkins. Coming out of the timeout here, 54-53 with 1:07 left on the clock. And the Lambkins with the ball.
Coach Dragani called that timeout, so he's got the ball underneath, see what kind of a set play they can run. Maitland, Hunt, Swanson, Sluss. Rebound by Johnson. Trying to find something underneath. Great job of packing the lane that time by the Olympians. Not going to let the lob pass beat him. Swanson pulls out now, man defense, Little John out defending. Under a minute to play, 1-point lead by the Lambkins. Little high-low picks, but they're just not even going through it. Little John get a little too aggressive. Coach State Wright doing a nice job, though, coming out there and showing her right away, this is a defensive move. I don't need you to stand there. I'd love to see coaches in the moment right there. Jumps right in and lets that player know, you know what, okay, there's a mistake, but this is how you do it. I love those in-game corrections by coaches. So 51 seconds now, and Johnson at the line. I'm the only one in the entire building talking. It just got really, really quiet.
Not awkward at all.
No.
Well, and
the silence was deafening.
the thing I was wondering is how much the conversation was keep the ball as long as possible for that last shot.
No for 2 trip, uncharacteristic for the Lambkins. Rebound underneath, up and off. Johnson gets the rebound again. The lefty, a little short jumper, puts him up back by 3 points under 40 seconds to play. Clutch bucket by Delcy Johnson. Gateway's going to have to hustle a little bit. They don't have the one-on-one bonus. The shot will not put them to the line if they get fouled. Ashley Ramey tries to kick out her sister. Long three-pointer. This one's short. Rebound, long rebound goes out to midcourt. Still plenty of time. And Coach Statewright jumps out in the court, gets her timeout called. 18 seconds left now, trailing by 3. What a great ending to our game. We'll be back.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
Back here now, right at the end of this game, the Lambkins, after the bucket by Delcy Johnson, lead by 3, 56-53. Talking through the break right now, we know Coach Draganing has told his players there's one of the Gateway Olympians you got to find. You got to find 22. You cannot, try to deny her the ball. Even if she gets the ball, go ahead and foul her. If you can run 4 or 5 seconds off to do that, or the 18 seconds left, you've got one to give. You only have 5 team fouls. You're not in the bonus yet. If you can run 5 or 6 seconds, we'll see how it goes. Littlejohn inbound for the Olympians. Little stack play at the top. Fish is all set now. Littlejohn inbound. Curl play coming across. Down in the corner, ball loose though, goes to the ground. It's going to be a foul. They got the one to give. The call is going to be on Maitland. And just kind of a hip check basically on the collision. Knocked Abdullahi to the ground. As we said, one to give, so that didn't really hurt. Ran about 4 seconds off the clock. An awkward place to inbound. You really can't run a set play. Most coaches don't have a set play, and you got Carmen Ramey, your best weapon inbounding. Gonna go around the top. She's gonna have to take a quick look. Step back 3. Strong off the back. 7 seconds left, rebounded by Johnson. The official blew the whistle. He signaled a travel call, but I don't think that was going to be I think he got a fall. Yeah, he did get a call before that. Okay. Because he also spun his hands in a travel call and was saying, wow, that would be a big one. So Johnson does get to go to the line. She's going to have 2. 1 will pretty much do it. First one rolls off the side.
As a reminder to our viewers at home, 4.3 seconds left on the clock.
And you can make that trip down the court, at least for a decent three-pointer. Second one's up, rolls off the back 2. Rebounded Carmen Ramey, the one you want with the ball. If you're the Olympians, heads on down court, steps up, doesn't get the shot off in time. Kind of tough to tell her. That's one of those timing moments. What a great effort tonight by Gateway coming up here to Fort Collins High School. Losing by 3, 56-53 to the Lambkins, but no reason to hang their heads. And for the Lambkins, for their first game of the year, getting a W here at home and a great effort by all the players on the court. What a way to finish the game. So David Haase here tonight, along with Phil Mildren and Sean Corbett. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to Stream It Sports and Channel 10 PSD TV. We'll see you again real soon.
Poudre School District High School basketball. Live on Stream It Sports and PSD Channel 10 has been brought to you by Schrader Oil, your local fuel company. By University of Colorado Health, we improve lives from healthcare to health. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado.